Monday
here on the Makers Gonna Learn YouTube channel. We're so excited to have you here today.
Oh my gosh, we had so much fun on Friday. If you guys missed it, you missed out.
Alicia, we had even more fun at the after party.
Oh, I missed the after party. I was sleeping.
It was epic. I got to go shopping at the amazing Tanger Outlets. Every store.
Oh yeah, I forgot that you went shopping.
It took me an hour to get 2 blocks
Oh,
in my
yeah.
vehicle, but we shopped till we dropped.
Did you?
It was so fun. Birkenstocks has an outlet. Don't walk,
Do
run.
they? I did not know that.
Just open in April.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
walk, run.
Okay.
Did
you go to Lulu?
Yes, but I didn't even try to. It was a madhouse.
Yeah.
They're remodeling, so they're in a smaller store. But as you guys are tuning in, share with us where you're visiting from. Let us know what you've got going on.
Yes.
Today, I think the deal, I'm about to share some crazy news about our Cyber Monday deal today.
Ooh.
Number 1. Number 2, I am so thankful our team works as fast as they do.
Me too.
These files I requested like a week and a half ago.
Yeah, literally.
And these are going viral on Facebook groups. So we had to run to be making you guys some. And Alicia took this project from already a 10.
Yeah.
And you're making it a 20.
Yes, we are. And we're going to do some fun things with foil. We're
Yes.
using some glitter cardstock.
Ooh.
It's going to be super fun.
These files, Courtney herself brought them together. They're amazing. If you're a Makers Gonna Learn member, you're going to want them. If you're not a member, perk up about what I'm about to say because you can get these files. I have big news. This is for anyone that was here on Friday that got the deal, our Black Friday deal. It's a 24-hour promo. By the time I ended the after party, this is in full transparency for our team. They're amazing, number 1. I'm not saying that to say people didn't do their job, just so that you all know. Everybody worked really hard on Friday.
Full disclosure.
Full disclaimer. There was 160 emails in customer care.
That's a lot.
So what we've done is we've extended the deal from today until today at midnight.
Ooh.
We will not extend it any further. And this is the big news I want you guys to really hear, okay? If you took the deal, you need to listen. If you are on the fence about the deal, you need to really, really listen to me, okay? I know in the past I have said deals like this deal would not be extended again. Number 2, I will not be offering this deal ever again. And this is not marketing, this is a promise.
No pressure, no pressure.
For this same offer, I thought about bringing it back on New Year's. So we do have a wait list, but I can tell you on New Year's Eve, it will be different.
Yeah.
We will not be offering a lifetime membership included. The 200, almost 300 people, there's 45 spots left and we're totally done with this offer. You will not be able to get a lifetime membership at Makers Gonna Learn. It's very complicated. People have asked a lot of questions.
Right.
So this is your last and final time. You better thank everybody for emailing in because our customer care had to work double time. We had to call people in to get those answered over the weekend. What we'll do in the future, if we do this again, is just give an all access pass to our programs. So if you ever want to get a lifetime membership included with an all access pass, don't walk, run.
Yes.
For this price, the price will not change. The lifetime access will be removed, same price.
Yes.
So moving forward, if we offer this promotion, all that to say, $1,800+ of value in this offer.
Absolutely.
And you can lock it in today for a crazy low price. We have a 2-pay. Congratulations, everyone that's taken the 2-pay. But fresh off the press, our team now knows, if they're listening, this will not be offered again. Just to let you guys know. So we're super excited to see you guys on Cyber Monday. We love the deals. We love helping you guys out. And it's so good. Bobby, congratulations. Congratulations, Karen. Congratulations to I Talk to Myself. Congratulations, Jen. You guys.
So many.
Y'all locked up the best price ever for all of this.
I love it.
So thank you guys for making our Black Friday so fun. I'm ready to help you guys see these cards because
oh my gosh,
these cards are epic.
I told him it was either last week's live or Friday's live. I said this is going to be one of y'all's favorite projects that we have done ever. Probably
1000%.
It's just like such our people's type of craft.
Yeah.
So I think you guys are going to love it.
Well, you can make it super easily. You can make it with all your cardstock.
Yes.
It's super fun. I could even challenge y'all to get these done this week, and you can make a lot of them.
a bunch. I'm kind of like feeling like I should be making some.
Yes,
but
it is so good.
I love it.
Yeah, we're super excited. So if you're here and you have questions about lifetime membership, you're welcome to email customer service or put in the chat. Sadie and myself will try to respond. I know you may have questions about how this offer works, and it's so good. So if you guys have any questions, be sure to let us know. I am so excited for you guys grabbing the deal. It's here if you want it, take it or leave it. I'm just letting you guys know. Probably will go down as the best deal ever given here at Makers and Learn.
No doubt. I've been all weekend, all the places I want to shop. For some reason, I was like just unsure about what I wanted to buy. And I was like, I hope they keep extending their deals. I hope they keep it.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm glad we're doing it.
Well, I know. I want to make sure you may have not ever heard about this. So I highly recommend you click over, watch the video. I explain it in great detail. You can have a lifetime membership and an all-access pass to every program, course, offer we put out in 2025, which is crazy.
Yes, and it's like you're prepaying for all of this stuff, but at like next to
bargain
nothing.
basement prices.
Yes.
And we have multiple programs coming next year. You will spend well over the price of the lifetime access and all access pass, well over.
So they can see that video in the link in the chat box, right?
Yes, so you can watch it at your own time. You have until midnight tonight. So don't walk, run over, say yes. We're so excited and we're gonna take great care of you.
Okay.
So Sandy says, I have a question.
Okay.
I had a couple of years purchase, then bought the all access pass. What happens to the year I bought as well as the events I have paid? So Sandy, everything, that's such a broad question. I don't know your account, so you should email hi@makersgonnalearn.com. If anything you've bought, you'll have access to forever. So it's so good. So yay, love it.
All right.
Awesome. Let's dive in.
Let's correct.
We have to go overhead and just show them the cards in that envelope first of all.
Okay.
It is so impressive to me.
Okay, so this is the card.
Oh, let me zoom in for you. Yes, so can you zoom in, say, Alicia? Ooh.
There we go.
Is that good?
Is that too zoomed in? Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love it.
Got the magic touch.
Yes.
Okay, so these are the cards Tanner saw going off on Facebook.
Okay, these are in every group. Why do they look so good?
They're so fancy.
Why are they so elegant?
These colors, I have been dying to use this shed-proof glitter cardstock from Ashley Falco. It's like a burgundy color, and then we use the silver. This was my Frozen Vibes card.
Yes.
But these are perfect for money. I told Courtney, I said they need to be money cards, so you can perfectly put like a $100 bill in here. I'm just, whatever you want to put in. But we made the cards, and I made this first envelope, and I was like, the front's kind of like blank. And I was like, what can we do? And I thought, let's foil it. Let's foil it. So I'm going to show you guys how to foil on your cardstock. It's so easy as long as you have a foiling tool and the foil transfer sheets. Now these are the Joy size transfer sheets. We just had some, so I'm going to use those today. And then this is the little foiling tool. It's basically like, it's not a blade, but it's like a dull, a dull, sharp, pointy edge, basically.
Yeah.
And there are different like sharpnesses depending on which one you use. So this is the 1 ring, and then the other ones have 2 rings and 3 rings. And it just depends on how thick you're wanting to actually foil your design. So we're gonna go with the 1 ring design today. All of this stuff is gonna be linked below for you guys if you want to get a foil tool. These are really good for around the holidays because foiling things at Christmas is like necessary in my opinion.
And I want to say before we continue on with supplies, for these cards, if you are like, I love sending, Christmas cards and including a picture of my grandkids, my family, my kids, just print out a picture and put it inside the card.
Yeah, why not?
This one, you could get 20 or 30 done in one evening
Oh my gosh.
really quickly.
Absolutely.
You can always simplify this and not foil and just do the card too.
And just write on it.
Yeah, we're just like extra over here, so.
You know, I gotta be a little extra.
Yes, can that tool be used on the Explorer Air 2?
Yes, it is. If you can put a fine point blade in, you can use this tool, okay? So it's just the same housing, the same size housing as a fine point blade. So yes, you can use that. So you're gonna need that. You're gonna need some cardstock. I've obviously got our Ashley Falco cardstock in here. I'm gonna be doing red card. What I recommend when you're picking your cardstock is get a solid color for your card and for your envelope. Get a pop of glitter. This is gonna be for the edge of the card as well as the trim on the envelope. Okay, and then the tree I did in a foiled. So this is the rainbow holographic foil from Ashley Falco, and this is the gold. You could also do silver, but with this intricate design, honestly, Ashley's cardstock is so good, but I think with this intricate design, it just looks even better in the foiled vinyl. But I don't know how well the glitter would do with it, if that makes sense. But if you guys cut these in glitter, I would love to see the tree in glitter cardstock if you do that. I'm just curious what it would look like.
Okay, someone's asking if there's a foil tip hack. Honestly, can we just give
A what hack?
a foil tip? Can you bring that up to the foiling to the front, the actual example of what it can do? Because when you look at this, it looks
Is that good?
$1 million. Like, Alicia, can you explain to the people that this foiling blade is probably worth the investment? Let me see if they're on sale today.
Oh, that would be great. I'm trying to give you guys, like, sometimes in the camera, it's hard to really translate how beautiful it looks like in real life. And I did a teal foil on this. We're gonna actually do a gold foil today.
Hear ye. The Cricut foil transfer kit is not on sale, but guess how much it is?
How much?
Just guess. I thought this was like a $40, $45 product.
Oh.
How much do you think it would be?
Like 23.
$19.99.
Oh, that's not bad.
So you can grab your foiling tip kit for $19.99. For this right here, any hack you do, you would put in so much more sweat than $20 is worth. So not that we use these blades often, but the times we do use them, they're good.
Yeah. Now, someone was asking about if there was a foil tip hack without the foiling tool. I have heard people use their scoring stylus, but I have not tried it. Have I tried it? Maybe I did try it. I don't know, but it's very similar. Like if you look at the tips on the foiling tool in the scoring stylus, it's very similar. So, but you do still have to buy the foil. So anyways, moving on, foiling tool, we've got our cardstocks picked out. Now, I was gonna recommend this super tight glue, which you can use, but I have been like accidentally falling in love with this Aleene's tacky glue. This is like a all-purpose adhesive. I've been using it for the last probably month.
It's really good.
I didn't even buy this. I don't know where this came from, but I've been using it. It's like a little pin tip, and it just comes out so good. It never clogs.
Well, tacky glue, always gets thrown around as your kid's craft glue.
Yes.
But it's because that tip is so large.
Yes, on the normal.
On a normal.
Yeah.
But this one is iconic.
It's precision, but you still get like the tacky glueness. So I really like it. And then also you're gonna need a double-sided adhesive gun. Use your ATG gun if you've got that. This is the Scrapbook Adhesives brand Easy Runner Grand. There are many different types of double-sided adhesive guns. We are trying to find one that we want to marry because they're not selling the ATG gun anymore. Don't ask Tanner about it. It'll hurt his feelings because he loves the ATG gun. But this one is pretty good. This one's pretty good. It gets the job done. And then I've got a standard grip mat, but a light grip mat would work well as well because we're working with paper. I usually recommend a light grip mat or a well-loved standard grip mat. So this one is not super sticky and it's not going to hold on to our paper and then rip your project apart, especially when you're working with cuts this intricate. You want to make sure that your mat is not too sticky or it will hold on to your paper and it'll rip your project up. So light grip or a well-loved standard grip mat is going to be perfect.
Love it.
And then that's it. We've got to use the files. All the files are linked below for you guys.
Yes. The whole supplies are linked down below as well.
Yes.
I'll link the foil tip, the one that I found on Amazon. That is an affiliate link and at no cost to you. So thank you.
Okay.
Okay, can we just talk about these files on the Makers Learn website real fast?
Yes,
'Cause there are a
absolutely.
couple.
Yes.
So fun.
This is the sketch font we're going to be using. I already had it pulled up, so I'm just going to show you guys. This is a sketch font we're going to use for the front of the card. Okay, this is where we put season's greetings or happy holidays or Merry Christmas, whatever you want to put. But as far as the cut file for the tree, let me show you guys. This is called Tree Card, I want to say.
Love it.
And it's so cute. So it's going to come in as this red and green. I'm going to click on it, and then we're going to just hit download. I don't know why the image looks like that because it did not look like that previously.
Okay, we'll check it.
And then it's going to just download into a zip folder, and it's going to come in as an SVG. So from here, we're just going to open Cricut back up. You're going to hit upload, and then we're going to hit upload image, and we're going to drag and drop that from our Finder or your File Explorer, depending on if you're using a Mac or a PC. And that's going to light up green, and it's going to drop that image right in. From there, you'll just select continue, hit upload, and it's just gonna pop in exactly to the dimensions that we need it to be, okay? So let me zoom out. Whoa.
Okay,
So-
if you're just tuning in, we're making some brand new hot off the press Makers Gonna Learn files and projects.
So exciting.
So fun.
So this is the final area, okay? This is
Love it.
where we wanna end up. This is what we wanna get to. But when it comes in, it looks like this one right here.
Ooh.
Now you may notice like, hey, there are like these lines are solid. On the other one, they were like I was gonna say checkered. The other ones look almost perforated or dashed. So what you need to do when you're working with files, like card files in particular, is a lot of times you have to change the lines to a score line rather than a cut line. So before we bring any other files in, I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to do that with this card, okay? So when the file comes in, it's gonna look like it's on one layer, but there's a little arrow right here, and you can open that up, and it's gonna give you all of the sub layers. So we've got the tree, we have the red piece, we have this line right here, and then we actually have the entire tree card. The only thing that needs to be a score function in this case is that line right down the middle. So I'm gonna select the line in our sub layers, and then over here you can see it has basic cut as its operation. You can also tell what operation it has right underneath the name of the sub layer. So it says tree card and then it says basic cut. I need that to be a score line. Otherwise it's gonna chop your card right in half, right down the middle. So we're gonna go, actually technically it wouldn't. Well, yeah, technically it would. It would cut it right down in the middle.
it.
So you're gonna wanna make sure to select score over here under this drop down menu. And we're gonna be using this little foil operation here in a second too. I'm gonna show you guys how to do that.
Mel's Media, we have supporting videos. We actually invested heavily in someone creating training for every single 3D project we have. So if there's one that you're looking for, let me know. If Sin is in the chat and can find the link to this resource I'm talking about, I would be very grateful. Or anyone on my team.
Sin, where you at?
Anyone, I think I saw her, so I may make that up. But anyone on the team that could help direct some links, feel free to email customer care as well. They'll help you.
And then I'm gonna go get this envelope right here. Let's see. I may just go to our YouTube and snag it from the description.
Love it.
Oh, here it is, swirl envelope, okay? We're gonna download that. And then it's gonna pop into a zip folder. You're gonna go find it in your downloads. If not, if you don't see it in your recent downloads, and we're gonna drag and drop this SVG. So keep your download box just kind of pulled up in the background.
Love it.
And you'll open Cricut, go back to your uploads. And I'll say, I may be going a little fast for you if you're brand new, but we go over this in detail inside of the membership in our 30 Days to Master Cricut. So I don't want you to feel like, oh, I've never done this before, please slow down.
Right.
So we're
It's
gonna-
a lot of rinse and repeating.
Yes, and once you do it 1,000 times, you're like, and then you're gonna upload it, and then you're gonna drop it in.
Yeah.
And so,
Listen, Courtney, it's been a while since Courtney was like, Tanner, I made a file 100% myself. I didn't ask anyone else to do it. She crushed it, Lindsay.
I think
thank you so
this
much.
was like a fun project for her.
Yes.
So same for the envelope. Whenever you pull it in, all of those score lines come in as cut lines, okay? So we need to change this swirl envelope basic cut with the, you see how it's like the little boxy shape and then this line? We need to just select that layer. So you can't just come in here and select the whole thing, okay? You have to make sure to click that sub layer, and then we're gonna come over here to operation again and change that to score line, okay? Now, typically we would say, make sure you attach everything, but it's all already attached just because that's how Courtney designed the file. So it's all ready to go. Does that make sense?
Love it.
Okay, from there, that honestly, if you just want to cut what we have, you can make your card from what we have here. But I want to set this up to do that foiling on the front of the envelope, which you need to do before you go in and cut your envelope. It'll be a lot easier that way. You don't want to like cut it and then go back and add the foiling.
Right.
You can, but it's a lot more difficult. Okay. So what I want to do is go ahead and we're going to be getting that Willow Grove sketch font. So I'm going to go to the Maker's Gonna Learn fonts, and it's actually it's our second font on here because it's brand new, and I'm just going to download that, and then it's going to pop into a zip folder. We're going to double click on it, that .otf font, and we're going to hit install. Now from there, we have to make sure that Cricut knows it's installed. So what I'll do is come back to Cricut, and we're gonna save our project. You will just wanna save it because we're about to reload Design Space to get that font in here. So make sure you save your project, and then we're gonna come up to View and Reload. You can also hit Force Reload, same difference. It's gonna get you the same thing, okay?
Love it.
And then from there, our font will be in Cricut Design Space. It's as
So
easy as that. And we also break this down super easy in 30 Days to Master Your Cricut. Are you guys loving the file?
So
I feel like
fun.
y'all are like vibing with the file. It's
love the file.
It's very cute.
Alicia, do you know how many options there are? Is there two? Two different cards?
I did two different color choices.
Yes, but on the samples, we have two different versions.
Nope.
No. Okay, sorry.
Same version.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Just one version.
Yay.
So from here, we need to go ahead and you can tap whatever you want. We could do, let's do a Merry Christmas on this one. So I'm gonna do Merry Christmas, and you can come up here to your fonts, and you can move this around. So if it's ever covering your text box, your text box, you can move it around so that you can't see what you're doing. So we're gonna change this to Willow Grove. And we have a Willow Grove normal font, and I actually really love it. But we're gonna be using the sketch font. So the difference between the sketch font and the regular font is whenever you use a sketch font, it's more of a monoline font. And I'm gonna blow this up because I really wanna show you all the difference, okay? I'm gonna blow this up. I'm gonna duplicate it. Now, let's do this one, just Willow Grove, okay? Already, you can see a difference, okay? Now, these are both set to basic cut, but if we change both of these to the pen function, so let's say we wanted to try to write these. So this is the sketch font. I just changed it to draw or pen function. If I change the normal Willow Grove font, not the Willow Grove sketch, just the normal Willow Grove to a pen function, look what happens. I want to show you all the difference. Okay, right here. Do you see how it's an outline of the font? That's why we created the sketch fonts for you all. So now this one, this is gonna draw, but it's gonna draw as if you drew it yourself, like with a pen. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So we wanna make sure that we're not using the regular font. You can in some instances, but it just looks so much better when you use a sketch font to do that, okay?
So fun.
Just wanted to explain that to you all. And we have tons of sketch fonts to choose from. You don't have to use Willow Grove if you don't want to. But from here, I am going to select my text box, and I kind of want these to be closer. So if you didn't know this, you can come up here to Advanced, this little menu right here. Once your text box is selected, click that drop down, and we're gonna ungroup it to lines. This is gonna give us individual text boxes per line of text. So you have the freedom to move these around wherever you want. You can resize them if you want to, whatever your heart desires. I just wanna nestle them up really close to each other, okay? oopsie, I just think it looks better, okay? and then just get it exactly where you want it. Now, I did have a wreath on the other one, so you can add a wreath. We'll go over here to Chrome, and we are going to get one of those little Christmas wreaths to add to it, okay? You can really turn a lot of our files into, like, you can utilize a lot of our files with that foiling tool. Things like PNGs and stuff, those are not gonna be what you wanna use if you're trying to do something like we've done on our envelope. But like this file right here, as long as there's an SVG version and you can get an outline of something, you can use it to embellish with the foiling tool. So I'm gonna use this little guy right here. We're gonna download that. It's gonna pop into a zip folder. You can see that there's lots of rinse and repeat. And then from there, we're just gonna open that up and we're gonna get the SVG, okay? Not the PNG, the SVG. Open up Cricut, we're gonna go to our uploads, and then we're gonna hit upload image, and we're gonna drag and drop that file into the find, or from the Finder into the box.
And again, guys, just to recap that font, the font is we call it sketch fonts. So again, go to that sketch font category. There's a lot of our popular fonts we've kind of turned in to that version. So just to keep y'all on the...
You can just search sketch on the website too, and it'll pop up all of our sketch fonts. And if you search monoline, it'll pop up all of our monoline images as well.
Ooh!
Yes.
I forget about that.
Okay, so I need to get rid of all of this days until Christmas business. You can come over here and hit contour, and we are just going to hide all of these letters because we don't need them, okay? So the easiest way to do this would be just to click on the individual letters. You can also slice out the wreath. So there's a couple different ways to cut it. You know what I'm saying? But we want to keep all of these leaves, and I'm going to get rid of all the middles of these letters. If we miss any, we can always pop back in here. Uh-oh, this one. Okay, so I'm making sure all of these are light that I don't want, and anything I want to keep is dark, okay? And then I'm going to hit X, and it leaves us with this. And then we just need to size it to fit Merry Christmas in. Beautiful.
Love it.
And then we're going to select it all. Firstly, we need to change this to pin. Don't forget, anything you want to foil, you've got to change it to pin or the Cricut will cut it out, okay?
Okay, this is one of my favorite things to point out. Like, if you ever hear me say, like, the Cricut only does what you tell it to.
Yes.
Remember, the Cricut always thinks you're wanting to cut. That is automatic default.
He's just a simple man, you know.
He
just thinks we want to cut stuff.
If you want to foil, you gotta tell it. If you want to draw, you gotta tell it. If you want to score, you gotta tell Cricut.
You gotta tell it. You're the boss.
Fun. You are the boss.
Okay, so once you've got that exactly how you want it, you're gonna select it all and attach it together. Okay, this just lets Cricut know, hey, all that's supposed to go together, and then we're gonna take it and we're gonna pop it onto our envelope like so. Okay, you could do this small in the corner if you wanted to. It really doesn't matter. I'm just gonna make it like a medium size right here in the middle of my envelope. And I can actually select the envelope and that image. And let's go up here to a line and we're gonna center horizontally. I was almost right in the money. Okay, then you wanna make sure to attach this image to your envelope. So we're gonna select the envelope and the wreath and hit attach. Okay, super easy, right? Now, it does change all the color, but that's okay. I am gonna drop this menu down and just make sure. I'm gonna change the color of this piece right here because this piece goes behind, you see? This piece goes behind. This is gonna be red glitter and the envelope's gonna be actually red, so I'm just gonna change this to like a darker shade of red. Okay. Now, oopsie.
Now, Alicia, did you mean to change it to pin, not foil specific?
I meant to, did I say pin?
Yeah, it was
I meant to change it all to foil.
Okay, just checking.
Yes, I meant to change it all to foil. Let's actually make sure that we did everything on here correctly. And when we go to the Make It screen, if we need to make adjustments, we will. Okay, so I'm gonna change that to foil and fine. I've been changing it to pin this whole time. I'm so sorry. Every time that I said pin,
It's
in your
foil.
brain, change it to foil, fine. Unless you're going to do this with a pen. And in that case, you would put pen, because a lot of you all don't have the, like embellishing, the foiling tool. So I'm going to change that to fine foil. I'm just going to go through here, and you can easily change the operation to foil and fine.
Okay, while Alicia starts cutting this out, I want to talk about all the deals you've gotten this weekend. So if you bought any deals over the weekend since Black Friday to today, if there's any you're contemplating, let me know. I would love to hear those in the chat. I've been ordering some Christmas gifts.
Yes.
I may or may not have been strategizing some gifts to give some people on the team.
Oh.
We came up with some really good gifts for Alicia and Sadie, and there's some people I'm still hunting for. So,
Oh my gosh, I'm so
yeah, it's gonna be
excited.
good. So everybody put in the chat what they've been shopping for. Alicia, what happened? Let's talk about it.
Let's look. So I'm looking to see, at somewhere along the line, I did not attach my score line to my card. So he's just a free floater over here. You guys see what's happening?
Right.
So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna go back. This is pretty standard. If you didn't realize you didn't attach something.
This is what I call like QA, like you're doing quality assurance. for
Yeah,
your design.
exactly. So obviously it is grouped in here together. It is, but I thought it was already attached, but it's not. So we're going to make sure that this guy right here, hold your shift key down, select the card, and hit attach. Okay. Now that should be fine. It's changing all of the colors because that tree is attached to the sub layer. So a part of me is thinking, hold on guys. A part of me is thinking, let's just ungroup that whole situation. This whole guy right here, if you come up here, hit ungroup, and then we're just going to attach the card and the line this way. That way it doesn't change the color of our tree and like our red piece and all that. So we'll attach that, and then you can go to arrange and send it back. Beautiful. Now when we go over there, it's going to be connected to the card. Okay, does that make sense to everybody?
Love it.
So there we go. All right, cool beans. Which piece is trying to make us use a 24-inch mat? Oh, this one right here. I don't
size it down.
Yeah, but I didn't size it down.
Okay,
and
so you gotta go back and size it.
I didn't resize it because I was like, you know what? I think I can just cut this on a 24-inch mat. I'm sorry. I think you can cut it on a 12 by 12-inch mat, and I did. So we're gonna, even though it says a 24-inch mat, we're cutting on a 12 by 12-inch mat.
How many inches does it say it uses?
It goes exactly to 12.
We are getting crazy here.
And
on
you
the
can do
Maker's Scoring
it
channel.
because I was like, I think I can do it.
Does
and I
it
did.
not measure your mat?
Yeah, but it'll just stop at 12 inches. Yeah, I did it. I did it last week. Twice I did it. Yeah, because I was like, I think I can
I'm
do it.
excited to see this pan out.
I was using a maker too, so if it messes up, then... Also, is there a maker? There's a maker and a maker 3. Is there a maker 2?
No,
Why?
they skipped it.
That bothers me.
Because
and
they
I just
said
thought
the
of it.
updates were that big, it had to skip a number.
Stop. So they did it for marketing purposes.
I think just to keep up with the Explorer 2, you got the Maker, Explorer 2, Explorer, and Maker 3.
Okay. Touche.
So fun.
All right, so we're gonna start from the top. So we've got our mat. We're using a 12 by 12 inch mat. Ignore Cricut. It's telling us to use a 24-inch mat, but we don't need that negativity in our life.
Wow.
So we're gonna take our red piece because our card is gonna be red as well as our envelope, and we are going to burnish this down. Before we go to cut, or while we're cutting, does anybody have questions? Because that was kind of a in-depth
so
training.
Good. Yeah, I will say, you know, we went pretty quick, but there's a lot to do.
Right.
And a lot of what you, if at any point you were a little like, wait, what is she doing? I just want you to re-watch the how to download files training, as well as the downloading fonts, because that's the trickiest part of this, honestly, and it's pretty simple. So anyway, 30-day challenge is great for any of you guys that are considering.
Our Cricut is trying to connect via Bluetooth. I'm gonna turn it off and back on again. I think where we used it for our Black Friday event. It's
Yeah.
like, what are you doing?
Needs a reboot.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's refresh.
So good.
She's on now. Let's go out and go back in.
Love it.
Okay. Any questions?
Okay, so y'all, I was debating the Cricut AutoPress. What does everyone think? Jamie, I find it really interesting. They're down to $2.99, I believe.
Gosh.
For such an expensive machine, I think it's a fine deal. We don't own one because I was not gonna pay $1,000 for a heat press. I think.
But
you all can understand.
$2.99?
$2.99, I would
That's
pay
a
that.
good deal.
And you always can return it. So
Yeah.
get the deal. So good. Can you cut this on a Joy Extra? Dean, you totally could. Just be mindful of the sizes. I just bought myself a countertop ice maker and a cruise for spring break. Okay, I love shopping vacations on
Yes.
this deal. One of my favorite hotels, it's called Malihana. It's having a 30% off sale, which is how I justified going there for the first time. And I love it. I love it, love it, love it.
Okay, so I need to put my scoring stylus in here. So you're gonna need a scoring stylus to do your card. So I'm gonna pop that in and close it. Well, now how did I do it, Tanner? I swear my maker just let me. Look, it's like, you need to put your 24-inch mat in.
Yeah,
My maker, I'm
let me
telling
get
you.
you a 12 by 24 inch mat. I knew that wouldn't be working.
I mean, I can change it to 12
It's
by
because
12
a
for
Legacy
these.
Maker doesn't measure.
I
That's
mean,
why.
I'll change this one to 12 by 12 because we've got it, but listen, Linda, it let me. And I'm gonna change these other ones to 12 by 12 too. The only one that I would really use this one for, or the 24-inch mat for, is the envelope, okay? I don't want y'all to resize it though because the card fits money. Now, if you are not planning on putting money in, you can shrink it down a little bit, okay? But don't resize it if you are wanting to put money in it because it's perfectly measured, okay? And make sure you resize everything together. Wait, I can use the 12-inch for all of it except for the envelope.
Oh,
So I'll do the envelope on that one. Okay, beauty. I told them to resize everything together if they do want to resize it, but if they're
Yes.
going to put money in it,
well,
don't
that's the
resize
perk
it.
of being able to get to make their own envelopes
yeah,
and cards.
exactly. I'm cutting this on medium cardstock. I even cut her glitter and foil on medium cardstock. It just works that good, you know? And then we're going to load it in and we're going to cut it.
good.
This project is standard. It's just literally a standard card size.
Yeah.
Which I should know by heart. You guys know standard card sizes by
Are you
heart?
talking about an A2? 5.5 by 4.25?
Oh my gosh, this one is not. This is 7 by
It's a pretty big
5-ish,
card.
7 by 5.
My favorite card size is an A2 size card.
That's like the smaller.
5.5 by 4.25.
Oh yeah, that's a good size.
And then you take a quarter or like a 1/4 inch or quarter off, and then it has a beautiful size. So then you would cut your insert at 5 and what? It's been a while since I've made
I was
a
about
card.
to
I'm
say,
gonna
it's
just stop
probably like,
talking.
I feel like a lot of
What
that
I
memory is
love-
like
yeah.
old school
Yeah,
crafting.
what I love about an A2 size card is you can cut a 8.5 by 11 inch cardstock in half and have 2 card bases.
Oh
So then I
yeah.
would cut it in half, have 2 card bases, bone folder.
Oh.
I miss card making. In my retirement, I plan on making cards and puzzles.
That's hilarious. I haven't thought about what I'm gonna do in retirement.
Oh my gosh, I took a sabbatical in 2021 and all I wanted to do was sit at my lake house and do a puzzle.
I love a puzzle though.
Well, I never did it. I watched Courtney do it.
I don't know what we cut with the machine on Friday, but the blade
We
is
tore her up.
not good. The
You
blade
gave
is
me
not-
a fresh blade too.
I know. I don't know. It literally has a brand new blade in it. And I always cut this on medium cardstock. But that's okay. Okay, it did cut. But now I'm like, are you gonna cut? Are you gonna work good? Let me clean her out, make sure. Sometimes your blade can get stuff like up in the housing. So I always try to make sure it's dusted off. Okay, so we have our card base. Whenever I'm doing cards, I always make sure that everything just kind of, like I make a pile of all my stuff because I don't want to lose any of my pieces. Now for the tree, I'm just going to be using this foiled cardstock. Now, a lot of times you'll hear people say, if you're using foiled cardstock, you need to flip it over and then mirror your image and cut it that way. Not with Ashley Falco's cardstock. One thing I do is put something over the top of it when I burnish it down, because it will scratch it up like your burnishing tool will. If you have a brayer, I would recommend a brayer.
Love it.
Also, but I just put like my sheet protector on it and then burnish it down. And then we are going to cut this on medium cardstock. Because my blade's being a little bit weird, we're just gonna cut it on medium cardstock. If we need to send it through one more time, we can do that as well. But they do have a foiled cardstock cut setting. I never usually have to use it though. I normally can just cut this on medium cardstock and it's totally fine. Thank you for saying my nails are beautiful. They need to be done. The red is just distracting. Okay, and then we're going to cut it. Here we go. Okay. No, it won't let me choose a 12 by 12 mat on the envelope because the envelope is exactly 12 inches and you can only cut 11.5 inches on a 12 by 12 mat. Yeah, that's just the formatting of the Cricut and Design Space, so it doesn't let us do that, but that's okay. You could shrink it down 1/2 inch and then fold your money in half.
Love it. Oh my gosh, Jan says I'm retired and my retirement plan is Makers Gonna Learn projects. That's so fun. Someone else, Carol says retirement is the best.
That should be our next project, MGL retirement plan.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so fun.
What a fun project that would be for us.
Fun. What do you mean?
Like make a whole crafting plan for people who plan to retire.
Ooh. Listen. Alicia and I were looking at the stats of our Etsy shop. Y'all.
Oh, our Etsy shop has been popping. The last week, it is popping.
17 sales on Black Friday.
Yes, we were busy.
Crazy. Yeah. Sadie, how was your Black Friday over on your Etsy shop? So good. I think every person retired should have an Etsy shop just because it's so fun.
Yeah, you get a little extra money, some fun money. I mean, I say we were busy, but we weren't busy. All I was doing was hitting submit order on Printify and then carrying on with my day. And I can set it up to not even have to do that. So
that's incredible. Yeah,
I mean, I sold imagine this. Imagine selling 17 shirts and just hitting a button. Just hitting a button. Don't even have to do that. You can set it up to automatically send your orders through to print. Like you don't even, I just have it because I have control issues.
Alicia likes to like check over things, like double, triple check.
I'm like, I need to know like what they're buying, who's buying it, have they messaged me on Etsy?
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's think about what we would do in our retirement plan. I think we should literally make a resource called Makers Gonna Learn Retirement Plan because there's some stuff you need to do in preparation. For example, my mother-in-law keeps pushing back her retirement. I'm
sending this through again, sorry. Just hit go again.
That's a whole situation. She like has been like very wishy-washy about her retirement, but I think it's because she won't dream about what her life's gonna look like after.
Because she doesn't want to?
Well, because she's just so used to, I mean, you spent your whole life working.
Right.
So you really need to be planning, I would say upwards of over a year in preparation of like, for a lot of you, it may be getting your craft space ready. It could be, you know, deciding what big projects you want to tackle.
Oh, now my wheels are spinning.
I know, like this is really, you know, so fascinating because here's the thing. I know the people here that we attract are so amazing that they don't ever want to quit work. I know a lot of you that have quit struggle with your purpose, your worth. Like you have to have a transfer happen and you have to take a lot more ownership. And one thing I love about the people I get to work with in Passive Earners is we actually have a lot of people in retirement. Also, shout out to anyone here that is in Passive Earners thinking about retirement 3 to 5 years down the road. Amazing.
Y'all are on it. If you're in Passive Earners and you're planning to retire, you're doing the right thing.
But what I love is I get to coach people that have never got to be in the driver's seat of their life and just helping them switch from life happening at them and life happening for them, like making that switch is very important. So I love this.
Yes, me too.
Love this. And yeah, first of all, I did a sabbatical in the summer of 2021 and it was really hard. It's very
Like to
hard.
release the reins.
To release the reins, to not. Just to be a little vulnerable, I got a different phone number. I don't know if I ever told you this.
No, because I didn't. We weren't.
You didn't work here.
Yeah.
And yeah, I got a different phone number. I would literally turn off my regular phone number. So like I really was trying to relax a bit. Anyway. So
Sometimes that is necessary.
yeah, very, very good. Oh my gosh, Susan retired and bought a campground for her kids. Susan, you're iconic.
That is iconic.
So good.
Okay, y'all, I'm
Love
gonna
it.
take this tree off. I took off the outer area. I'm gonna take a spatula. You can use reverse tweezers for this too. Be ever so careful, okay? Oh, look at me, look at me. Right after I say that. This will come apart, okay? The spatula is really where it's at. You can kind of follow the little swirls. Just make sure you go slow, take your time. And all of the excess will kind of self-weed itself out. It'll stick to the mat, whatever you don't want. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. If you all haven't seen this gold or the holographic foiled cardstock in real life, it is beautiful. It's such a yummy like color and it's just good. Ashley knows what she's doing. Okay, look at it. I mean, you're not gonna get a better cut. You're not gonna get a better cut. And normally I only have to cut it once. So, okay. So we've got our two pieces. I'm gonna lay that right there. Our next piece that we need to cut is our envelope. So I'm going to put my red right here. And I'm just going to, it goes almost down to the 12-inch mark. So I'm gonna go ahead and let it touch that 12-inch mark. Okay, and then we're gonna burnish it down. There it is. Now, these steps are a little bit different. So let's look at the share screen. So you can see right here, all of the actions for this step it's a little bit more in depth because we're scoring, we're using the foiling tool, and we're cutting, right? So make sure you're listening to exactly what Design Space tells you to do. So we're gonna select our base material. We're still using a medium cardstock. From there, it's gonna tell us which tools to load. So it wants us to put the scoring stylus in and the foil transfer tool in. Make sure you're putting them in the right clamps. So we've got the scoring stylus going in clamp A, which it already is. And then I'm gonna take out this fine point blade and I'm gonna put in my foil tip into clamp B, because that's what it's telling me to do, okay? So we're gonna put that in and then we're gonna load our mat in. Sit. Make sure it is on there.
You could totally do this with foil vinyl.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my gosh, Susan says iconic is not the word I would use to enter your kids into my crafting. Susan, but you own a appreciating asset. It's going up in value every day. Such a great investment, I'm sure.
You should do crafting at like crafty camping. You could
my
have a craft
gosh.
camp. Sign me up. I'm coming.
Yeah. Have you ever
Susan,
went
I'm
camping? You have a camper now.
Oh, we camped every weekend as a kid.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, so fun.
We were campers.
So fun.
Okay, so, and now it's telling me to go. Now I haven't put my foil on yet because I'm waiting for Cricut to tell me to do it. Okay, I'm just following the rules here.
Love it.
So it's gonna score, right now it's scoring with our scoring stylus, so we can fold our envelope much easier. I think this is like just incredible that this machine does all this. Now, go to the share screen. It's telling us, confirm that you've put the tool in, clamp B. We did, I'm confirming. It's in there, clamp B.
Someone asked if we own a Dreambox. Mel, you do not own a Dreambox.
No.
I personally wanted a Dreambox long before they even came out with what they came out with now.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I'll give you the information.
The 411.
The 411. Every crafter that you see with one, they have like this weird arrangement where you have to like put it in your background for like 3 to 4 months.
Like when you're crafting?
They would
Yeah.
expect us to set it up here, and they would give us one for free. And I'm like, listen, there's not an amount of money you could pay me to let that be my backdrop. So sorry, bye.
That's hilarious. I mean, I'm not saying I would deny one though.
I just don't think they're that great. I would rather have a few $1,000s to make my craft space amazing.
Right. Oh yeah, me too. Me too. Okay. Now,
You gotta eyeball this to a degree.
to a degree. So it's already scored, and I know that you all cannot see it, but I can.
Right.
So I'm putting it in this upper box, which is where our design is. I can see the line, so I'm putting it right in the middle of that upper box, and I'm gonna tape it down because you do not want this to move, okay? And it is just like a loose sheet of foil. So I am gonna take some painter's tape, and I'm gonna stick it to my shirt. And then I'm gonna stick it on there because I don't want it to tear my card, okay? So I'm just, well, shoot. My nails need to be done and they're dull. I can't grab the edge of the tape.
Listen, Lauren kept trying to come into my office and she was trying to tap on my keypad.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
like, listen, my nails are too long.
I know, and it hurts when they get long.
So funny.
Okay, I'm just gonna take this tape. You can also use washi tape for this, which is a good alternative, but painter's tape's usually pretty good. It normally doesn't tear my paper. Watch me say that and then I didn't tear it.
So fun.
Okay, I'm just making it a little linty, and then I'm taping it all the way around because I just like to really make sure it's gonna stay on there. All right. Beautiful, neat job. Would you guys expect anything less from me?
Only the best.
Okay, and then we're going to hit go.
So good.
Yes, making sure I'm following the rules. Shauna has a dream box.
Ooh, listen, I'm sure they're amazing.
It's like the Barbie dream house of crafting.
Yeah,
I feel
it
like.
really is. I just personally,
Tanner's like, I have a whole studio.
yeah.
Tanner's like, I have a whole entire office building, so no thanks.
Well, that's okay. So that's another point. Any crafter that has one, I don't want to say they're fake. They just don't actually use it.
Any influencing crafter.
Yeah, any influencing crafter. And
Yeah.
even, I just don't know if I would want it at my house. Here's what I did. I have an old video from 2021, and I show you my home craft room. We did that for less than $1,200. Like when you're getting, hold on, let me just tell you.
And
how
like
much these
you can
are.
just get all the stuff to make it custom to
Okay.
your space.
Okay, so I don't know. You're paying $3,000 for this box. Guys, $3,000, you can go to Home Depot, get butcher's block,
Some
stain it,
cabinets.
and some cabinets, and get your own organizers. Like this is not, like it's just not it. It's just not it. Okay?
Don't feel like you're missing out if you don't have
Do
a
not,
dream
yeah,
box.
let me tell you, do not feel like you're missing out if you do not have a dream box. It is their marketing that is making you feel that way.
Yes.
As somebody who's had the opportunity to buy one or receive one for free, I said no.
Hashtag consumerism.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
what is a dream box? Let me show you.
okay, you want me to
I
show?
bet one of you will buy one. Yeah, will you put one up on the
Yeah,
screen?
I'll just pull one up while we're.
Oh my gosh, Susan, yes, go to IKEA. Yes, Shauna says it does take up 3/4 of a bedroom. It can hold so many supplies.
It looks
but-
like a Murphy bed to me.
Yeah. I just don't like the look of them. Is this an unpopular opinion?
I think they're nice. Yeah, it is. I think they're really nice. Okay, hold on.
Okay, that little table that pops up out of there, I think is a joke. Okay, I didn't know I had so many opinions about this. I just don't think that table is stable.
What's the table? This?
Yeah, it pops up. I don't know if you can show a different picture.
There's
If there
this
is.
one.
There's a table right there. Yeah, it pops.
Oh, you can see.
Yeah.
That's the Dreambox 3. And then they have the actually kind of, I'm
Okay, now
vibing
they
with
did
this.
send us some of this, I think, to test.
This is cool.
Again, I just don't love it.
Okay, here's a better look.
Yes, okay.
But this is like you have to buy this and then you have to buy
Well, can you
this
make that
extension.
picture bigger? Mm-hmm. Like none of us is actually go have a functioning craft studio look like that. Like when you're actually crafting, there's no way it's gonna look that nice.
Yeah.
You would spend way too much money trying to make it look nice to then never use it.
Or it would just be messy
Or
all
it
the
would be
time.
messy. Like that's just not, that's my personal opinion. I really don't know. I would love to know, it'd be interesting to know what other influencers think about theirs. I forget how much like affiliate commission you get when you promote this machine, but you have to take that into consideration why influencers are marketing these
Yes.
machines.
Claudia said, all I want is a rising desk. Yes.
Yeah, Claudia, listen, me too. That's all you need.
You need a rising desk and a treadmill that you can put under. My ideal setup would be just like a shelf that fits like if I had a home setup, which I've been thinking about a home setup because we're going to be like working from home.
Yeah.
A lot more. But I want to have like just a shelf with a Cricut and then space for like vinyl and cardstock. And then I want to have a standing desk with a treadmill under it. That's gonna be like my setup, I think.
I love that.
Just a little space for me.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm telling you, the cabinets from Home Depot can fit so much.
Yes.
They're so cheap.
And then you can like put your own shelves and stuff in them too, you know.
Love it.
Okay, this is taking just a minute, but it's doing the foiling right now. If you guys can see, I don't know how. I'll show you before I like take it off because it looks really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Oh my gosh, this gold's gonna be so pretty.
Ooh.
I love it.
Yes. So good.
So good. Lots of y'all have dream boxes. I'm very actually surprised.
Listen, y'all, all of y'all were influenced.
I know y'all were influenced. I have to get off the internet sometimes because I get influenced too easy.
Me too.
Okay, so we've done our foiling. Let's go back to Cricut and get off of this website. It's telling me to remove the used gold foil, okay, and load the fine point blade. So I was going to show you guys overhead, but it's not going to let me. So we're going to keep following the rules, okay? I'm going to take out my foiling tool. We're going to put our fine point blade back in, and I'm going to remove this very carefully. This is not the same as like electrofoil. I know you guys have seen us use electrofoil. You have to have heat with that and an adhesive, and it's a cool peel. This just embellishes with that tool. Let me show you what it looks like overhead. So this is the front of it after we peel it off. So you can see it's like almost indented. That's the back of it. So it's transferring off of this onto there, okay? Now we've got our blade in. This looks so good. I can't wait to show you guys overhead. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and cut it. Beautiful.
So fun.
And then we just have to cut and attach it. We have to cut our glitter piece and then we have to attach everything. And we will be in there like swimwear.
So good.
Did you guys make Friday's crafts?
Ooh, let us know what crafts you've made. Yes, so good.
Yeah, Friday's crafts were really, really, really good.
So
Okay.
good.
While that's cutting, let's go ahead and fold our card. So whenever you have these, which y'all cannot see that, I know you can't. Whenever you have these score lines, I like to kind of bow my folds. So I will bow them and then kind of slowly crease them, like gently crease them. I don't like to go in there and just like, you know, fold it. I like to be very gentle, very slow. And then you can take a credit card or a bone folder depending on what you prefer. And we're just going to crease that down. Okay, that's gonna make your edges nice and crispy. You can do it from both sides. Okay, there you go. And there's your little card. And then we have our tree. Now I'm not gonna glue anything yet. I like to have all my pieces before I start trying to glue. That's just me personally, because I like to make sure that my spacing and all of that is like on the money.
Beautiful.
Also, where that blade did not cut, I have some frayed edges and it's just really not the vibe. So I'm gonna take some scissors and kind of clean that up. Just barely, barely. I don't like those frays. Can y'all, I don't know if y'all can even see them. It's not cute. Okay, let me make sure this cut all the way through. My blade is just not about that life today. Why is it doing that? Okay, we're gonna pop this out. Let me move my stuff over. I'm gonna have to go with gravity on this one. Okay, super careful. Those swirls on the end. You guys, you know what I did?
What'd you do?
I left that back piece of the envelope attached. It cut out. Oh no.
So funny. me.
Okay. Also, the blade is just not cutting, y'all. So,
Okay, why don't we, can we examine the blade? Should we do a live examination?
I mean, we can, but I pulled it out earlier.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it's just not. What I'm going to do is just recut the envelope really fast.
Should we just replace the blade while we're here?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
I think it's the machine though, because we just replaced the blade. Y'all watch me. I think I did it live, or maybe
You did it right before we went live.
before we went live.
Yep.
Okay. So I've got a replacement blade. These are from Amazon, and I don't think it voids your warranty. But listen, everybody asks us that, and I'm like, I don't think it does. What can they say? You put in a knockoff blade.
Right.
So we're gonna put a new blade in there just to be sure, and I'm gonna recut the envelope. Do you think you could grab me a piece of red cardstock?
Oh, sure.
Or whatever color, really. We're not going to refoil the other one, though, because we're just not going to do that. But what we do need to do is go back into Design Space and make sure that we don't accidentally cut that out again. So let's go back. And honestly, let's just go back here. This little guy. So you can see all this stuff is attached because we had the foiling and all that. But what we're gonna do is just hit detach, and then we are going to, that first will detach our little foil situation. And then for our envelope right here, let's look at the sub layers. No, I don't need it. You can see right here, everything is separate. So it's just where we attach this to that. So what I would recommend is just making sure whenever you pull in this envelope that you ungroup everything and then change this to whatever color. So let's say you wanted to do like a silver glitter, change this to silver, make sure that the envelope and the score lines are attached to each other, okay? And then you'll pull in your little foiled image, make sure it's lined up where you want it, select it all, and then attach it, okay? So you don't want to attach this, and that was my fault, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and hide or detach our Merry Christmas, because we're not gonna do that right now. We just did that. So y'all get the gist of that, right? Does anybody have questions on that? So make sure you're not attaching this piece to your envelope where it's gonna cut it out like we just did. I'm going to hide all this stuff. Let's group it and hide it. So now we just need to cut out the envelope, and while it does that, we can assemble, okay?
This honestly happens to the best of us.
All the time, you guys.
You guys will probably love this.
Yeah, really. Everybody loves if we make a mistake, because then we can troubleshoot with you all, and I think that's like your favorite part.
Well, Alicia, I didn't have my mic on. Thank God for Sadie to be like, Tanner, where's your mic?
Wait, when? Just now?
Just now. I was just saying to all of you, this happens to the best of us. So, you know, if you all ever are like, why does this only happen to me? You're on a Makers Learn show. We've made multiple of these already. And we still made a mistake. So it happens to all of us, guys. No worries.
Right. Okay, I'm just getting this little guy. We need him. We still need to cut that out. So I'm gonna hide this one. Okay, all these pieces we need, we're gonna go to make it, and then we're gonna cut it, and then we're gonna assemble it on the mat, confirm. Thank you. This is gonna go in a 12 by 12 inch mat. We're gonna cut this out of the glitter. Beautiful. You could still use like the rest of your foil if you just wanted to do foil. You can also use your spatula to get off all of these. It pops right off. You can use a burnishing tool. I like to call them crispy burnishing tools, the one that have like the sharper edge. Those will pop off paper pieces like in no time. Okay, beautiful. Now we're gonna attach this and burnish it down. This is Ashley's shed-free glitter. It's incredible, like no glitter. I love it. We're gonna hit continue. Let me make sure. We're not cutting any of that. We're just cutting this guy right here. Okay, let's go ahead and feed this in. Now listen, we put a new blade in, so if it doesn't cut for some reason, don't come for me. Continue, and then I cut her glitter cardstock on medium cardstock always. But you
too.
can you do it too?
I do too.
Yeah.
Just to let everyone know, I personally reached out to the Ashley Falco, who is an icon. Her cardstock is 67-pound cardstock, and it's 250 GSM for glitter.
250 GSM. What does GSM mean?
I don't know.
Like glitters per square meter?
I just asked the weight. I just asked the weight of her cardstock, and that's what she told me. I don't ask questions.
I've heard GSM, though, but I just don't know the exact terminology.
I don't question the Ashley Falco.
She's like, why are you asking?
Oh, I love it. Okay, just let everyone know, is there anyone that has not been here the entire show? I feel like we've had a lot of people come and go. Just to recap, I made a big announcement at the beginning of the show that our lifetime offer has been extended until today at midnight, not because I wanted to, but because there was 190 customer care inquiries by Friday evening. So we extended it until tonight at midnight. The deal is going away. I did make a pretty big announcement regarding the deal. The deal will never be as juicy as it is right now. So if you're debating our lifetime option, where you can get a lifetime membership and all access pass to what we're offering this year, you need to take it before midnight tonight. The offer is going away. It'll never be at this price. Moving forward, you could buy a lifetime membership for $497, or you could buy an all access pass for $497. These are gonna be separate and not sold year round. So if you want both at the $497 price, don't walk, run. Again, tonight at midnight it goes away. If you have any questions to save you the most and get the most, over $1,800 of value, you better let me know now.
The time is now, people.
The time is now.
Okay, we're gonna cut this envelope one more time, and it's working this time. Okay.
Woohoo.
While this cuts out, we're gonna go ahead and get our stuff assembled.
Love it.
Okay, we're gonna cut this on medium cardstock, and here we go. We've already got our clamp in. Our clamp. We've already got our scoring stylus in. So what I like to do for my gluing purposes, especially for this tree, I'm gonna put some cardstock under here so you can see what's going on. So I like to take some reverse tweezers, and I will take my glue, and I'm just going to dot where all these little like swirls kind of intersect.
Yeah.
That's like my way to do it. And then I'll put some on the like ends right here, because I don't want any loose ends. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be, it needs to look finished and put together. So, I mean, the smallest amount of glue, y'all. You do not need a lot of glue. Like, I'm not going in here and drawing all over this. You don't need to do that. Well, you're just a little dab will do you know? Make sure you get everywhere, though. And this glue is so good. The Super Tight's really good, too, if y'all have some of that. And you can also use a zig pen, which is normally what I would gravitate to with something like this. But I've just been attached to this Aleene's glue for some reason. Okay, what's nice about using the reverse tweezers is it's like holding it for me, so I don't even have to hardly hang on to it. And then I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna line this up, and it does dry clear, so if you smudge any, it's okay. And then we're gonna release the tweezers and push this down. You also don't want to get too much glue, because it'll be like smushing out of the edges, and you don't want all that. I mean, look how good. Look how pretty on the red. I was thinking red and gold for like a classic Christmas, you know?
Yeah, I love a classic Christmas. Glitter and red just makes me so happy.
Yes, me too. Okay, our envelope cut successfully. I love it, I'm so glad. Okay. Beautiful. Now, like I was saying earlier, be careful when you get to the little swirls. You want to make sure, if you need to grab your spatula, get that. But, oh, that cut. Man, we did need a new blade, I guess.
Sometimes that new blade, you just never know.
It must have been a dud. I think it was a dud. And then we have to cut our little sparkly piece. I don't know why. I must have changed it to the wrong shade of red, but our little sparkly piece. Where is she? Where is she? Let's change this. Okay, medium cardstock. We're gonna cut these. For some reason, it wants to cut it on 24-inch mat. Listen, we're committed at this point. Okay, and we're gonna burnish it down. Alrighty.
Woohoo!
Load it in, and then while that's cutting, we're going to assemble our envelope.
Yay!
So cute. Okay, so like I said before, you want to make sure that you are not just coming in here willy-nilly and folding this. You want it to be super neat. You got to be really, you got to finesse it. You know what I mean? With paper crafts, you've got to have some finesse. You can't just go in and be rough. Got to be very delicate. Okay, and then this one has, so I'm folding it on that middle seam. This one also has these little tabs right here, and that's what we need, that double-sided.
Guys, what is happening in the craft world today? It's because we had no craft fail on Friday.
I guess. Oh my gosh.
Crazy.
Y'all, this was like the easiest card to assemble. I'm telling you, I made 2, had 0 issues. Courtney was like, did you have any issues? I was like, no, they were perfect. That's what I get.
So good. So good. Gemma, so you love the lifetime offer, yearly member, not been long, would I be best to cancel that membership? So you can, you wouldn't have that rebill. One fun thing about this lifetime offer is if after a year of new collections, you want the continued collections, anyone that takes this offer is getting the lowest price ever on renewing years. That's part of why it's like such a crazy offer. We don't offer any discounts or proration because you're paying for lifetime access as well as paying for the all access pass. So again, this isn't for everyone. If you did take the offer, you have got like the craziest deals here. And if you are like, this isn't for me, totally get that too. So good. Love it. I've been on the, I've been head over heels today. I had a great workout. One of my good friends and one of his friends is trying the gym out for the month. And we had such a fun workout, and then I made them all run a mile. So I've been having such a great day at work and at the gym, but I don't know what's happening.
Okay.
Crazy.
We literally have one piece to cut, you guys. Come on.
What color red are you using on the envelope? Do you know the name?
Oh. It should be linked.
Yeah, we checked the supplies. So good. So good.
There's a few different ones, but I can't remember there's so many different colors. It's hard to remember the names of them. I'm watching you, crickets. I'm on to you. Okay, I'm folded these tabs down. We're gonna take our bone folder and make sure they are nice and crispy because this is an envelope. It's gotta be nice and crispy.
Yeah.
And then we're going to fold our little edge over. And I'll say, once you get in the swing of this, you can also design a couple of these and like cut them all at the same time too.
Yes.
So that's helpful. Okay. And then before I assemble it, I'm gonna make sure this is good.
Aw, Mary says, you have no idea on how happy that makes me to see this happen. And not to mean it in a disrespectful way at all, just happy to know it isn't just me. Mary, here's the thing. If we all realize that we are all having almost the same life experience on Earth, we would probably give ourselves a lot more grace than we do.
And we are all experiencing a lot of the same things at the same time, and without even realizing it.
We have the same issues happening craft-wise.
Definitely.
Personally. I think my sourdough starter died.
Oh, Trey's sourdough started out. My husband has started doing sourdough, so his
Trey. I told. What's funny is Holly, who works here, gave me the starter.
Oh.
Then her starter died.
Oh no.
And then right before mine died, it didn't die. It's just turning blue, like.
It's infected.
Yeah,
it's a zombie.
Yeah. So.
Zombie dough. We named ours. I'm trying to think of what I helped Trey name his. Did you name yours?
Luca.
Luca?
Luca.
Where's that from? No reason?
I don't know why I named my sourdough starter Luca, but it's Luca. And then my cousin.
Ours was Bread Flintstone.
Shut up.
I came up with that one. I was really proud of it.
But listen, then my cousin goes and names her baby Luca.
Yeah, I know some people named it Luca.
You can't tell me you're not trying to name your baby after my sourdough starter. Like, you just can't tell me that. Okay? Like, come on.
Also, right after I named Ruby, like after I had her, someone got a dog and named their dog Ruby, and I was like, please don't do that. But what do you do? What do you do? Okay, we're gonna take our double-sided adhesive and we're gonna run it right along these edges, and you literally just have to push down, and then when you want to stop, you just put a little extra pressure and kind of snip it off.
Love it.
And then we're going to just push it down. And then I'm gonna take our little glitter piece right here, and I'm gonna put the glue on the back of the flap, okay? So inside the flap, especially where these little swirls are, because you want those swirls to attach to the glitter cardstock. And if we put the glue on the glitter cardstock, then it's just not gonna be, like, we won't know where the swirls are, and this just makes more sense.
Yep.
So we're gonna add these little tiny dots, and then I'm gonna put some right here too. Like I said, a little goes a long way. Same if you're using super tight. I would not recommend, and Tanner, tell me if you would use a zig pen to glue glitter cardstock. Would you?
Would I use a zig pin to what?
Glue glitter cardstock.
No.
Me neither. Okay.
No, absolutely
I was gonna recommend that you don't do that.
Don't do that.
You need like a tacky glue or like a thicker glue. Glitter cardstock can be finicky.
You know, I could use an ATG gun or adhesive runner, any dry adhesive, it would be great.
Yeah. And so then you've got that. And then here is our beautiful card.
Ooh.
Finally, we made it. We made it. And then you can just
look at that.
And if you did your foiling right, then you've got a really beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Look at you. Look at you.
Oh my gosh, look, if it's so snug and then it just folds down like that, and then you can address it on the front.
So fun. Bring this over here.
So
I gotta see
cute.
it. I gotta see it. Oh my goodness.
That's still drying.
So good. Listen, I got you.
Okay.
I can hold it. I can handle it.
Okay.
I can handle it.
Y'all, we made it to the end
We
of the
did
craft.
it. The foiling on the one you had to throw away looks great.
It looked beautiful. It did look beautiful. I am so sorry.
Guys, was this not so fun? I mean, look at this card. Oh,
It feels so substantial. Like it feels, it
Yes.
looks
So
handmade,
good.
I'll say,
So
but
good.
it's so
Oh,
pretty.
Such a fun card. Look at it.
Give me some money.
The foil, give me some money. The foil is adorable. I
Yeah.
love the foil. I think foil cardstock, foil vinyl, like all of that just
It's a
looks
nice touch.
so good.
Yes.
And then the paper, of course, cuts great. So you guys were in for a treat. It is such a great, fun time. Irma, we do not have a coupon code for Cricut. Thank you for asking. Such a great one. We love it, love it, love it. This is such a great project. It is so fun.
Yes.
But what did you guys think? Are you gonna make one of these? You've
I hope you
to.
do.
You've got to. If you are trying to simplify, just go ahead, skip on the
foiling.
or the envelope, and then just size your card to fit in an envelope you already have.
Yes, that's a great idea.
That's a little tip if you're just like, because you could cut a lot of these.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
A lot of these.
Yeah,
you
for
know,
sure.
Just have it like cut out all of these layers and all of these, and you can totally do this.
Yes.
So then you glue it together, add a gift card, add a picture,
love
add a
it.
little note from yourself. Yeah, it's gonna be so good. So such a
good.
great project, so affordable. Again, get that Cricut working for you guys. If you just got one on Black Friday, be sure to join the membership. You can get started in many different ways. We have our monthly option for half off your first month, $13.50. You can go yearly for our lowest price of the year. We never go this low. It's
Right.
$195 after you use the coupon code 75OFF, or you can go lifetime,
Yes, which is
crazy.
the way to go.
Crazy.
And it's over at the end of the day.
At the end of the day. So
Yeah.
don't walk, run over there. You get all access pass to everything we've got going on for next year. You'll never see this offer back again, which is crazy.
Yeah,
So,
it is.
Super
It's been
crazy.
such a good weekend, though. If you
Yes,
guys
so
missed our
fun.
Black Friday event, you can go back and watch it still. Those crafts were amazing.
So fun.
So, and we crafted from 11 to 4.
Yep, you can watch a craft competition. You can watch some really fun classes, announcements, so much
Yeah.
fun. So we cannot wait to see you guys back here real soon.
All right.
It's going to be real
We'll be
awesome.
live on Wednesday.
Yes, we'll
Christmas
be back
crafts.
with you. Even more Christmas crafts to go all month long for the holiday season. Go get registered for that lifetime tier before midnight tonight. Be ready to craft with us on Wednesday and enjoy